Ronaldo to deliver. At pace, all the way through and in. I think he'll claim that. Cristiano Ronaldo's first goal for United. And it...
What? United agreed. They signed him. They fucking signed him. They fucking signed him. They did it. They did it. I'm in absolute awe. I wouldn't say shock, because, you know, Ronaldo, he stated he wanted to one day, hopefully, you know, kind of come back to the Premier League and obviously United, and he's back. He's back. He's back. What's up, guys? Welcome back to DJ Sports. 2 videos, 1 day and 1 short. It's happened. He seriously is back. He signed the deal. Listen, I'm a Man U fan, as I've stated, and man, it's it's crazy. It's crazy. It's exciting. It's gonna be brilliant. Definitely, you know, obviously gonna watch the Portugal game, see how he really is. I can't wait to see him be in a United shirt and unveiled at Old Trafford. Like, honestly, you know what? United, give him the same way when he went to Real Madrid, that excitement, that craziness. Do the same thing. He deserves it. He is, in my opinion, the best player. You know, at this current point in time. I honestly believe Messi's brilliant, but I don't think, you know, Messi's dropped off. Still amazing, still the 2 best players, you know, Messi and Ronaldo. But we got him now. You know, I think it's an absolute steal. You know, they're saying with all the add-ons, with everything being thrown around, it comes just shy of £20 million. Listen, it's a brilliant buy. Business-wise, it's flipping fantastic. It's a good money maker. So in the Glacier, if they want to do business, this is good business. Football, this is brilliant football sense. We still need that CDM, but to have Ronaldo, I mean, who's gonna say no? It's absolutely brilliant, and we'll get more into it. But I think there's still something that needs to be kind of said. All right, and that's the whole thing of how quickly minds have changed. All right, so for those of you that saw the previous video, busy stating that how my opinion was of him possibly moving to Man City, I said if he does it, he does it. Yes, I would be upset. Yes, it would be saddening that he's going to a rival, but it wouldn't be the first time someone's done that. And if someone does that, by no means do I think they're a disgrace to the club or anything, because you know what's the crazy thing is, everyone just kept on handing in him and saying disgrace, unfollow him, do this, do that, and now we just making funny memes, memes are getting made of Man United fans, how we just suddenly backtracked and going crazy. And I'm just, it boggles the mind on how fickle we are. Like, I don't understand. Oh, all of a sudden now because he's come. The thing is, right, you got to look at the big picture. All right, and I don't want to rant on a bit too much on the negatives, because this is a very brilliant, positive day, and it's absolutely brilliant. But here's the big factor everyone needs to understand. No one knows what was going on, and as we are getting closer to signing him, the more news came out saying that Man City wasn't the only place that Jorge Mendes, who is Ronaldo's agent, was speaking to. Like, he was speaking to multiple European clubs and basically saying, you know what, he's available, the big clubs are called. So it wasn't that. And you know, there was that opportunity maybe for a Premier League thing, and for all we know, right, what could have been done was, you know, Ronaldo said, yeah, see what you can do in the Premier League. You know, maybe there was a tactician mind, and it was like, get Man City excited, and maybe United be calling, because the thing is that everyone has come to consensus about is that United were under the impression that this man was going to stay with Juventus. He was going to see out his, contract and everything. Clearly not. And we pounced. We finally realized this shit's real, and we pounced and we made the offer, and we signed the world's biggest player. Within 24 hours it was done. Why can't we do that throughout the transfer season? Just saying. But that whole thing just so quickly changed. As you can see, there's that tactician mind, and everyone's saying we did it in Fergie time. It really does feel like that. And maybe Fergie put a word in, and I think maybe he did. And the Solskjaer was stating that he has been told that if he does want to move clubs and he wants to come to England, we always here. And I think that really made the statement. The thing is, why I couldn't understand people getting upset was United weren't doing anything. They weren't making offerings. And you as a human being, if you're going somewhere, right, it's mutuality, if that's even a flipping word, it sounds like a word, but it's a two-way street. And it felt as almost though United's just disregarding the fact, like, he'll never go City. But it was literally almost there, or it seemed as if it was almost there, and it was just a ploy. So all the players and everything was probably telling him, listen, you can't do this, do what you want to do, but, United's your home. And he must probably went, no, I know what I'm doing. I'm playing the cards. And turned around. Like, I watch United Stand, right? Probably the biggest YouTube football for Man United. And man, he was going after the man. He says, like, he's just not gonna respect him anymore. He's a disgrace. And he's going on and punting on this. And now with this whole change, he's saying, I can't, if he does do this, I will still think he's a goat, but I'm disrespecting, disregard. How can you can't do this? And I'm thinking, the difference is, it's a two-way street, buddy. If we ain't making offerings, we clearly showing we have no interest in him. And when you as a human being, no one's showing interest in you, then do not entertain that person. And I can tell you, because so many people were adding those things on social media of how back in the day where Ronaldo would say, yes, I'd love to play in England, but I'd never go to Man City. It's not about money for me. And people putting it and saying how times changed. I saw it on Instagram, saw it on Twitter, and people kept on showing those things of how Ronaldo said, you'll never do City, and things were happening. It's like, guys, we're not doing anything from our side to get him. We were showing no interest. So as a human being, if you're not showing interest by someone, forget about it. Don't do anything. And that's what I found crazy. And that's why I made the video. I said, accept what is. And if it happens, unlucky. Be happy the fact we've got Ronaldo back in the Premier League. That's something massive. And in football mind, Man City is honestly the best fit for him. But, hey, we got him. I'm seriously happy. But it just shocks me, because Mark Goldbridge from United Stand was saying it would have just been a sad day if you were in a City, not just because he's going to rivals, but because of football and how football's become greed. I'm like, Ronaldo's the last person, honestly, to talk about greed and stuff. And to throw that even there, I was like, no, he was going somewhere. Yeah, to rivals. I don't like it, but I'm not going to hate the person. I'm not going to disrespect him. Nothing. But he's doing it, and we weren't making any moves, right? So I just, that complete change from so many United fans now to be, oh my goodness, that's great. I love him again. Stop being fickle, guys. Fuck it. Stop being fickle. All right? But yes, let's now celebrate. Let's get in that positivity on their roll. He is back. The legend Ronnie, CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo is back at Man United. He's now going to wear a Man United shirt again, and he will take that number 7. I'm sorry, Cavani, but he will. A lot of questions now starting to be asked, but what does that mean for a lot of other players? Because he is 36, going on to 37, and you know what? I think any of the younger players, because he's there 2 years, now's your time to really look at what it takes to be one of the best. You may have the talent, you may have the raw natural talent, but it's only going to take you so far. And I know it keeps getting repressed. Hard work pays off, but he's the clear example. And one thing I kept saying that Man United need was a big figurehead in the changing room. In that locker room, they needed a big figurehead, and they got it. They got someone who's going to tell you, hey, I want to win, I want trophies, so shape up or get out the way. Because he's going to be such... He played with Solskjaer. Solskjaer has an understanding of him. And I think they're going to talk so much. The same way Solskjaer also speaks to Carrick, who as well played with Cristiano Ronaldo. It's just a reunion. It's one thing I agree with Mark from United Stand is that it's a romance. It's just finally the pieces are coming together. And it's just brilliant. I think... You know what, he may be 36, going 37, but I think we're going to get goals out of him. If not goals, I think he's literally going to be that figurehead we need that literally takes Pogba, Bruno, who, by the way, idolizes him, to another level. Mason Greenwood's going to learn. If Rashford and Mason Greenwood really want to step out and everything and really be there, especially on Rashford's side, they're going to have to learn. Sancho is going to be there, and he is going to be such a, you could think all the business that's going to be done, great. But in terms of football mentality in that club, it's finally getting back because Ronaldo knows what it takes to win. He knows what it takes to score. He knows what it takes to be a United player and a United team. He understands that. So, Fergie did phone him, flipping great. If Bruno was telling him, listen, come on, you can't do this, brilliant. If everyone's telling him that, that's great, and he's here. And I honestly think that it was... the fact that it comes out that there were other big clubs and it was being spoken about, but Ronaldo was saying, give it a chance. United didn't think he would leave Juventus, and he did, and they saw, okay, well, hold on, yeah, Man City's chance, we need to pants. United made no move, and they weren't really making a move until recently, and you know what, he was like, well, I know how to make them make a move. Because end of the day, I guess he was like, you know what, let's see if the Premier League wants me. But wait. Let's see if United wants me. Let's see what happens if we try to do something at City, see what happens. And I honestly think that was the ploy. I'm super happy. I'm super stoked. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to see that red shirt on Ronaldo again. The number 7 back. I don't care how old he is. He is a brilliant player. And he's going to change the way we play. He doesn't have to be the top goal scorer for me, but he's going to be a phenomenal player that just increases everyone else's performance. And as a United fan and every fan, get ready and get excited. I still think we need a CDM, and if somehow, some way, listen, I highly doubt we're going to spend more money, but this whole thing of buy, we got to sell to buy is a whole lot of nonsense, because you be like, so I think if I were the Glaciers, and I don't really like them because they're not football heads, they're just, it's business, they should look at, well, we're going to get so much money from this. Okay, fine. Solskjaer, if you can make one more signing, do it. What do you need? You need that CDM. Get him. Get the CDM. Otherwise, Solskjaer needs to honestly have a look at them midfielder, like, Matic, Fred or something, and pick one and say, listen, I need you to do the biggest job that I need done. I need you to now be versatile. I need you to change. I need you to become that center defensive, that holding midfielder. Become that. Become versatile. Become the footballer. What you're getting paid to do. Play football. But he needs to find that person that's willing to do it. And I'm just going to say this. Lingard doesn't seem that like he's going to get a move anytime soon. I don't think he'll go to Everton, whatever happens. But if he really wants to be in that first team, and I can't remember how old he is, but I know he's getting close to 30, I think. If Lingard really wants to have that first team football consistently and says that he wants to fight, then I think if there is one person that really needs to become versatile and maybe look at an opportunity, it's you. It's Lingard. You got Ronaldo and everything, and it's brilliant. But we don't have that CDM, that holding midfield. And I'm not trying to say, it's a long shot, but maybe start grooming, say, Lingard, if you want to fight, show me that you want to fight. But I need a holding midfielder. Can you change? Can you evolve? Can you become different? And everyone, I know what I'm going to say, but he doesn't have that physical prowess. He does. But that's the thing. You can train into it. You can evolve into what needs to be. So if you want to stay in this team, maybe that's a pitch. But other than that, I'm super happy, super stoked. I hope you guys are. Thank you so much for tuning into the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up. If you didn't, you know what to do. Otherwise, subscribe. Keep up to date with everything sports. The Formula One is back, so we're going to have a lot to speak about come Monday. But also, guys, tell me what you think about good old CR7 coming back to United. But as always, I'll check you in the next.